Casey.
If you see it, say it.
Please welcome your host, everybody's fan favourite, Andy Dartsy. But to you, it's yours truly. It's Dartsman.
I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to run another way. I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to run another way. I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to run another way. I got the key, I got the secret.
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Key Secret Life with me, yours truly. How are you all doing? It's been just a little over a week since I was last on the show. So for this episode, we're going to be talking about how we can eliminate toxic people from our lives. Toxic friends almost always delete those around them. If you're walking on eggshells around someone constantly, then it's appropriate to walk away from that situation. So that you want to make sure no one knows that you're no longer interested in their companionship. Limit contact afterwards. And also, toxic people will always make ways of luring you back into their life. So stay away from that person in question. Give yourself time to heal. Ending a friendship or relationship is never easy. To go easy on yourself. And the first step is to detangle yourself from that person. And then obviously admitting what the relationship is or what the situation around that relationship is. And even if you've decided to ditch that toxic friend, you may still be hanging on to certain notions about your friendship. So be honest with yourself that the relationship is toxic and does not benefit you in any way. And not only will this help you abandon a toxic friend, it will help you have higher standards in the future. Think about what you get, and if anything, out of the relationship. Chances are you probably will more than likely no longer have fun with that individual. They're a drain on you and probably feel exhausted after spending time with them. Except you can't make them change. Toxic people can sense when someone is pulling away and will do anything they can to get you back in their fold. So remind yourself that a toxic person is very unlikely to change, even if they swear they will. And this will prevent you from getting dragged back into the relationship. Mixed feelings are normal and to be expected, but that does not mean you should continue a toxic friendship. For example, you might truly admire all of your friend, or your friend might have some admirable traits, but that doesn't mean that the friendship can't be toxic, because it can. It is okay to love a friend, but it's best from that situation for wanting to move forward. Breaking off any friendship is tough, and abandoning a toxic friend can be particularly rough. Your friend may try to deny wrongdoing or talk over you, so making a script ahead of time and practicing can help you stay calm and on track when confronting a toxic person. Write down all your thoughts first, then look over what you've written, and then try and pull out the most important thoughts and form a few clear sentences explaining why you've ended that relationship. Practice your script a few times. You could practice like in front of a mirror or just recite the words to yourself. But you don't want to be reading off the script when you confront the person. So try to have your words more or less memorised. What does that say? Memorised. Don't know why that said mesmerised. Before confronting your friend. So there are many ways to leave a toxic relationship, and there isn't necessarily a mistaken way to do it unless safety might be in play. So you want to make things clear when breaking off a toxic relationship. Toxic people can be very clingy and controlling and may take no for an answer easily. Being as clever as possible can help you sever ties on no uncertain terms. You don't have to be brutal, and even if this person has hurt you tremendously, being unnecessarily aggressive can escalate the situation into a fight, for me saying, "Oh, fuck off, you stupid bitch." So try to be clear without being insulting. State your feelings and your expectations from here as firmly as you can. For example, "I feel like I'm not getting anywhere out of this friendship or relationship. I do care about you and I don't wish you any harm, but it's becoming too hard for me to maintain this relationship. I think it would be best if we go our separate ways." So decide where you want to go from here, and make a list of your personal boundaries ahead of time. And make sure to make these clear to your friend. And if you don't want them, say, contacting you further, make this clear. Never apologise for having boundaries, because these are very important to a healthy relationship dynamic. State your boundaries as clear as you can, like for instance, "I just wanted to let you know I don't want contact for a while. I need time and space to heal. I would like you to refrain from texting and calling me in the future." And if you need to express boundaries to others too, so for example, you may not want to see this person like at group events or, gigs or something like that. So it's let the person know you don't want to see them again. Toxic people may struggle to understand your needs in any given situation. Toxic people tend to take advantage of empathetic, trusting people and may try to see you again after you break things off. Make it very clear that you do not wish to see them in the future and will not be contacting them from now on this moment. It's okay to be a little bit blunt, but don't be too aggressive, but be firm. Say something like, "I don't want to see you again, so please do not try to contact me." Toxic people may have trouble letting go and attempts to get you back into their folds. So to make it clear, you were serious about not wanting further contact, ignore texts, calls and emails. And you may want to block this person's number. So there is no reason to continue interaction on social media like Facebook or Twitter or Messenger. And if you've removed someone from your life, delete, unfollow or defriend this person on various social media outlets. And this will help you regulate your emotions better, as you will not constantly see updates on this person's life, because not everyone keeps social life private, like me for example, because you know what I'm like. If your friend does not keep their Facebook or Twitter page from the public, then resist the temptation to check up on them after deleting them, because this is likely to stir negative emotions, which results in yourself feeling quite bad. Now, it can be hard to let go of a friendship or relationship, even a good or a bad one, regardless of the situation. So a toxic friend may, also have planted false ideas into your brain, such as the notion only they can understand you. You may have to create motivation for yourself. So give yourself small rewards for limiting communication. Set goals for yourself and reward yourself for achieving them. For example, if you ignore the person's texts for a week, treat yourself to a new outfit, and if you don't check their Twitter for a month, buy yourself a meal at an expensive restaurant. You do not want to end up returning to a toxic friendship. However, toxic friendships can take up a lot of time and energy. You will feel the absence of this person in your life and may be lonely or confused for a while afterwards. In order to fill that void, keep busy. Take up a new hobby to keep yourself distracted. You could try knitting, sewing, cooking, or anything that interests you. Trying to find new friends and forming new, more positive relationships will help you feel happier and confident at having abandoned a toxic person. Join a club, volunteer somewhere, or go to an event alone, or strike up a conversation with someone. So, for this one, accept uncomfortable feelings. After leaving a friendship, you will not feel 100% like yourself for a while. It's important to acknowledge and feel your emotions, even if they're negative. Rather than try and push away uncomfortable feelings, accept them as they come along. Remember that relationships are very, very complicated and difficult. No one is completely free from feelings of discomfort after breaking off an emotional bond. And don't try to fix negative feelings right away, as this will prevent you from working through your issues. Remind yourself relationships are about personal growth. While you may feel bad now, you've made an effort to make healthier choices about relationships in the future. And this will ultimately benefit you, even if the moment is difficult. Once you've let a toxic person, surround yourself with those who remind you. Once you've left a toxic person, surround yourself with those who remind you all about the good and positive things that come out of a relationship. Find healthy, positive role models to help you cope with your feelings and move forward. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed this episode, and obviously I do hope this will help other people as well, whatever situations you're going through. Please stay safe and stay 2 meters apart during the lockdown, even though it's nearly coming to an end. Just be safe and just be careful. That's it for this edition. See you all again soon. Until the next time, folks, goodbye and take care.